If you remember, we talked about November being Lung Cancer Awareness Month and the importance of getting yourself screened to find out if you're susceptible to that. Here is the doc of the decade. It is Dr. Rob Headrick from CHI Memorial. Dr. Headrick, good to see you.
Great to see you here.
You guys did some record numbers back in November.
We did. You know, one of the challenging ways of getting anything healthcare out to the public is the messaging part. So we always engage in a high school during that month. GPS was our month. They had obviously been impacted by lung cancer, so it was a great opportunity to get into that school. And then we get the kids educated, and what will happen is the kids will go home and talk to their parents and grandparents, and then our phones will start blowing up. So it's one creative way of getting people to understand about lung cancer and how to get screened.
And this certainly paid off. You guys did hundreds of screenings just at GPS alone, right?
Right. Well, on that single day, we did 51 scans. So that means one scan every 7 minutes for 6 hours nonstop, which is a pretty tough. Think of going to any doctor office visit and have it accomplished in 7 minutes.
No question. All right, exactly what is the lung CT scan and who among us should get it?
So it's simply a CT scan. It starts from your neck going down to your abdomen. It's low dose, so you have very minimal radiation, but with technology it can be done in 22 seconds. That information on there really tells us how somebody's aging, not only from a heart or cardiovascular standpoint, but it'll pick up lung cancer early when it's very treatable, easily treatable, highly curable.
You say highly curable, which is not words that people who have been diagnosed with that typically choose to hear. But it is among the most treatable cancers if it's caught early enough.
Absolutely. It's one of the things we had wrong in healthcare, that lung cancer is just something you couldn't beat. The reality is we just have to find it early, and when you find it early, cure rates approach 90%. Not just 5 years, but 10 years down the road. And that's opened our eyes into then we need to get screening done to be able to find it. And we got to make screening easy, which is how we came up with Breathe Easy.
What's it like for you as a doctor when you make that call and you get to tell the patient, your scans look great, everything's fine?
So most people are going to get that result. So it's frightening to get the scan, but what you're going to get is you don't have cancer, but here's how your body's aging, and here's some things we can work on over the next 12 months to stay healthy, particularly this time of year. It's so tough on both the lungs and the heart, the cold weather, the rain, the virus season. So it gives us information of how to better educate that person to stay out of the hospital and stay home with their family more.
And we want to educate you on just how easy it is. You have seen the coaches that are out and about all around town. You can find out more about where they're going to be through the website that we'll tell you about here in a moment. But literally, you guys can go to Sweetwater, Pikeville, Athens. You can have the tests done. They zap them back. I don't even want to know how, but they zap them back to headquarters, and you can get the information, the results of that almost instantly.
Yes, and information back so that the stress level of getting that test done is minimized.
Yeah. Wow, it's an amazing project that you have launched and that you have executed, and most of us think you've kicked it way across the field goal. Way across.
We can make
goal.
healthcare easy.
Yeah, and again, this is a case of healthcare coming to you, not you having to go to it. How do we find out more about where the mobile coach is going to be, and how do we set up an appointment?
Certainly our office number is 495-LUNG, L-U-N-G. The information's there on the screen there from the website, mylungcare.org. But our office is probably the simplest way.
And let me go on record and tell you this, ain't none better than Dr. Rob Headrick. Good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Chip.
Hope you have a Merry Christmas. Get your diagnosis and your scan scheduled today. We'll be right back.